Good day everyone, my name is Lhynzy Justo and today I'm going to discuss my part of reporting in Group 4, the International Values. One of the most widely referred approach for analyzing variations among culture was done in the late 1970s by Gerth Hofstede. He surveyed more than 116 IBM employees in 40 countries about their work-related values and found out managers and employees vary on 5 values dimensions on national culture. And that will be the power distance, individualism versus collectivism, masculinity versus femininity, uncertainty avoidance, and long-term versus short-term orientation. So, when we say power distance, this describes the degree to which people in a country accept the power in institution and organization is distributed inequally. A high rating on power distance means the large inequalities of power and wealth exist and are tolerated in the culture, as in a class or caste system that discourage upward mobility. A low power distance rating characterized societies that stress equality and opportunity. So, power distance, this is some kind of ordinal. So, meaning if you have the higher rate of power, so more opportunity than lower power distance. So since it is ordinal, so we bases it to high, mid, low, and average. So next is the individualism versus collectivism. So individualism is the degree to which people prefer to act as individuals rather than as member of group and believe in individual rights above all else. So individualism, they preferred na mag-act as individual or alone kaysa sa by group. So on the other hand, collectivism emphasizes a tight social framework in which people expect other in groups of which they are a part to look after them and protect them. So collectivism wanted to have, they wanted to be in groups. So syempre when you're in group, so there will be someone will lead o di kaya ay mas abong may chance nga may magbulig kimo, abong chance na may look forward kimo. So next is the masculinity versus femininity. So hostile construction of masculinity is the degree to which the culture favors in traditional masculine roles such as achievement, power, and control, as opposed to viewing men and women as equals. A high masculinity rating indicates the culture has separate roles for men and women, with men dominating the society. A high femininity rating means that the culture sees little differential between men and female roles and treat women as the equal of men as respect. So this is now parang permi gina differentiate ang kakayahan it ng laki sa bayi, which is hindi dapat na. Next is the uncertainty avoidance. So this is the degree to which people is in a country prefer structured over unstructured situation defines their uncertainty avoidance. In cultures, the score high on uncertainty avoidance, people have an increased level of anxiety about uncertainty and ambiguity and use loss and control to reduce uncertainty. People in culture low on uncertainty avoidance are more accepting of ambiguity, are less rule-oriented, take more risk, and more readily accept change. So, in this, now, it seems like ang society ay medyo sa standard baga. Ang society threatens you. So, parang medyo may doubt ikaw, may uncertainty ikaw. Ginatry mo nga you wanted to avoid mga situations. So, next is the long-term versus short-term orientation. This newest addition to Hofstede's typology measures a society's devotion to traditional values. People in a culture with long-term orientation look to the future and value thrift, persistence, and tradition. In a short-term orientation, people value the here and now. They accept change more readily and don't see commitments as impediment to change. So sa long term, gina-emphasize gid na tag future, thrift, ag persistence, while sa short term gina-emphasize na tag past and present, respect for tradition, and fulfillment of social obligation. To sum up personality, why is it very important or necessary to syempre, so it is one of the factors na since we're talking about workplace, so it is necessary na we show respect to other colleagues and to our subordinates. So it is very necessary. So factors such as job demand, the degree of required interaction with others, and the organization's culture are example of situation variable that moderates the personal job performance relationship. Siyempre, sa personality na you can evaluate the job, the work group, and the organization determine the optimal personality fit. So, and other traits such as the self-core evaluation or narcissism may be related in certain situations too. It can help employees better understanding themselves, help team members better understanding each other, and help up communicating in work groups and possibly reduce conflict. So that's why important nga we must value someone's personality, because syempre if we want to build a good workplace, we must discipline our personality first. Parang medyo we adjust baga. It's not that kita lang ga-adjust, it is also na dapat both parties ga-adjust. So value, why is it important to know that individual values? So values often underlie and explain attitudes, behavior, and perception. So knowledge of an individual's value system can provide insight into what makes the person tick. So in here, employees' performance and 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 satisfactions are likely to be higher if their values is fit well in the organization. The person who places great importance on imagination, independence, and freedom is likely to be poorly matched with an organization that seeks conformity from its employees. So, important man ta value, since it is where we syempre, if you have the value, people tend to give respect, diba? So personality and values are necessary to emphasize in an organization or in a workplace. Syempre, as what I said yun now, we want to build a better workplace, progressive. We must know how to deal first with our personality and values, so as others can do the same thing to us. So that will be all. Thank you.